Here's a quick preview of all the mods. T5000 Osiris, the FN Hyper 9mm, R version 2, Vepr Rekcol, the Heavy Plasma Ripper, Plasma Spreader, Full Auto Plasma Gun, the M320 Enhanced, the Module Holder 556, Type 67 Chicom Grenade, Spawn Lockable Throwing Knives, Tomahawks, and Hammer, and the Bratwursts keychain. Hello everyone, welcome to our weekly mod show. Look at my new apartment, doesn't it look cool? We have a lot of toys to get through, so let's start with the T5000 Osiris. This is a Russian bolt-action rifle, chambered in 7.62 NATO. It accepts Picatinny as well as M-Lock rails, comes with a custom muzzle brake and extensible cheek pads. It can be very compact when folded. Thank you Volkstourism. Next up we have the FN Hyper 9mm. This competition pistol carries a 15-round magazine of 9mm, and it even has a chamber check. Look, it's flat now, but when it's loaded, it bulges out a little bit. Barrel retracts and lifts up, and it sounds pretty good. Those sights are ridiculous, but good for suppressors. The ACR version 2 is a new model from Rara that is module compatible. You can change the skin of different components, turn it real tan, swap different triggers, and it accepts module AR grips, which can come with their own skins. Let's see how it shoots. Very nice, thank you Rara. Nico brings us the Vepr Rekcol from Call of Duty Mobile. It is a bullpup SMG, but it's really more like an AK-76. It has a light up effect here, and a crazy skin. The sound is very cool too. Thank you Nico. You can never have enough bullpups. Now we have some very special guns from Sherman Jumbo. They model all these guns themselves, using voxels from the original 2D Doom game. This is the Heavy Plasma Ripper, which has 2 barrels and takes this ammo down here. You get 2 shots for the price of 1. It even has voxel smoke, and the projectiles are visible. You can see the ammo is tracked here by this luminescent thingy. There's also a 1-barrel version of it, with those beautiful effects up here. And my favorite is the Plasma Spreader. This one can take out a full door in Grill House. Really awesome stuff. Moving on, Rara brings us the M320 Enhanced. This one's enhanced because you can put it here, and you can remove its stock. You can change the color, remove or add the grip, you can remove the sight, or add a Picatinny version. Let's take a fun shot. Really awesome. Our last rifle is the Holger 556. This comes from Call of Duty, and it is in fact a module gun. It can take any of these G36 mags, but you can also add an adapter for STANAG mags. You can swap the top rail for some custom optics like this 4X, and this cool 1.5 red dot. And you can try all crazy combinations of handguard and barrel length. Some barrels have an integrated bipod, and of course the stock supports AR-15 buffer tubes. Some really cool guns can come out of this. For grenades we have the Type 67 Chicom. This is a Vietnam era grenade, and you can shoot it like that. It has a short time fuse. Oh shoot. It has a short time fuse, but it's very dangerous. And last but not least, Volkstourism brought us some new tactical equipment. These tomahawks can be turned into climbing gear if you press the lower button. Hold the trigger and slam it. This way you can climb anything. You can spawn lock them and keep throwing them infinitely, which is also true of the throwing knife. This tactical hammer is mostly useful for breaking down some doors. And finally, the Bratwursts keychain, which you can add to any of your handguns. Now let's look at the maps that came with this week. You can access the Turbine sandbox map from here, and you can get the Rooftop sandbox from here. The Rooftop is pretty much just all this. There's a time of day manager down there with a spawner, and up here you have a nice little lit studio apartment. If you go down the stairs, you reach this sort of balcony. Nothing is down there. You have some space for gardening, I guess. The item spawner is here by default. And this map comes with a time manager, so the time actually moves if you let this on, and this is how long a day takes. I'll speed it up so an entire day goes in 1 minute, real life. So you can see the shadows moving and everything going around. Is very beautiful. Or if you use the older version, you go to the mod panel, find your safe house, and set it here by the exact name of the scene. And this is Turbine. This is a TF2 capture the flag map. If we take an overhead look, we can see the map is symmetrical with the blue base and the red base. Right now the map is only a sandbox, so you can sort of play around with it. I'm sure in the future they'll add some like game modes for it. Ideally we can play Anton's death match in this map, which would be super cool. Thank you, Luna, for remaking this map for H3VR. The last map is a TNH map. You can find it here and it's called Standoff Arena. This is the whole size of the map. It has different hold points like inside this warehouse, this shed, that shed, and supply points in places like these. This is Volkstourism's first TNH map, and he's taken quite a lot of care to balance it. Thank you, Volkstourism. If you want to see last week's show, click the video on the screen.